Hello and welcome to the Next in Line podcast, where we are helping to prepare you for whatever is next in line. As always, I am your host, Chance Pitts, and I'd like to thank you for tuning in to this episode. Guys and gals, welcome into another episode of the Next in Line podcast. We are officially in 2023. I hope everybody had a great holiday season, had an awesome and safe New Year's, and is ready to take on 2023 in a very positive and successful way. Now, guys, if you're new to the show, welcome in. Thank you so much for choosing us to help you get motivated, to give you some information, and help you stay on track as you look to make some changes in your life on a personal development front. If you've been here a little while, thank you for sticking with us. Being January 1st, we've officially been dropping content for a year now here at Next in Line. So huge shout out to those who have been here since the beginning. Huge shout out to those who have shared the show and helped us grow this thing, who have left a comment, a rating, a review, a like, a subscription on YouTube or any of the other platforms that you can find us on, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all those great places. And also, guys, just a huge thank you to those who have reached out with questions, comments, concerns, and just support for the movement we've got going on here. It's been an awesome year, and I look forward to all the cool things that we're going to get to do in 2023. Now, guys, if you're looking to keep up with the daily content that we put out, consider giving us a follow over at Next in Line Development on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. We're active on all three platforms. That's the easiest place to shoot us a DM, and we're always happy to give you any information that we have here. So, guys, as we look forward to 2023, I think that there's some very important things that we should discuss going into it. Well, actually, one very important topic that I'd like to break into right off the bat in this new year, and that is doing hard things in 2023. Now, you might ask yourself, why would I want to do hard things? Those are uncomfortable. Those are things that aren't fun necessarily all the time. It's a very challenging thing. They're strenuous. They take time. A lot of the things that we don't like to do in our lives are these challenging things, right? Well, a couple of things with that, guys. Number one, whenever we take on these challenging events, we are proving our capabilities to ourselves, and we are building self-confidence in the process because we're able to keep these promises to ourselves, and we're able to accomplish these goals that we set. We become more capable human beings. We're able to trust ourselves to complete the things that we decide to put our minds to in any aspect of our life. And now number two with that, guys, doing hard things is really the biggest factor over the past year that has made a difference in my life. It has given me that mindset of I can accomplish anything that I put my mind to and that I actively work for every single day. I used to be the kind of guy that would try things, that would say, I'll give that a shot. I'll see if I can do that. But no, it's really become one of those things that if there's something I want in this life, I will go after it as hard as I can, and I will work hard to accomplish it in any way possible. So that is the biggest reasons I think that we should all challenge ourselves in 2023 to do these hard things. And you might be asking yourself, guys, what are you talking about by hard things or challenging things? Well, it's all very, very relative. It matters a lot where you're starting at in this process, guys. If you're coming off the couch looking to make some huge changes in your life for health and fitness, you're not going to go out and try to run a marathon right off the bat. Maybe that's a goal for you later in 2023, and I think that's a very attainable and awesome goal for people. But everybody is at different stages and different steps. And like I said, guys, it's not just fitness, it's our finances, it's our careers, it's the friends and organizations that we have out there. We have all these different things that we got to accomplish and we're trying to accomplish and we're trying to progress in, and they're all very relevant per person, but like in the same way, they're relative to each person. And because of that, guys, I sat down and actually planned out a couple of big goals and big challenges that I wanted to take on in my life. And a couple of those things spill into all aspects, and I really think these are things that are going to help make me a better person through 2023 and kind of slingshot me into 2024 with some self-confidence and some ability to grow even further and to accomplish some really, really cool things. Now, The first thing on my list, guys, is starting January 16th, I will be joining Michael Ruiz to take on 75 Hard. I've completed the challenge a couple of times. I've also taken on the Live Hard program, which is the larger part of what 75 is included in. However, we're going to take on, just for the first quarter, for 75 consecutive days, 75 Hard. And right here, right now, guys, I'll give you all an open invitation. If you're thinking about trying to get your life in order and you're looking for something with structure that will hold you accountable and make you a more disciplined and mentally fortified person, there's no better program out there, in my opinion, than 75 Hard. It slingshotted my weight loss and my health journey and bled into several other aspects of my life. So, like I said, open invitation. If you're looking for something hard to do that will change your life and get you moving in the right direction, January 16th, come join us with 75 Hard. You can do it wherever you're at, whenever, however. You just have to get it done. And what getting it done looks like, guys, is 75 consecutive days of 2 45-minute workouts per day. One has to be outside, regardless of the weather or any other factors going on. Then you have to pick a diet and stick to it throughout the whole 75 days. No cheat meals are allowed. No drinking alcohol is allowed. Then you have to read 10 pages of a nonfiction personal development book. Next, you have to drink 1 gallon of water per day. Lastly, you have to take a progress picture every single day so you can see your journey as you move through this. Now, guys, this is a very challenging thing because if you mess up on one aspect of the program at any point during the 75 days, you slip up and eat just a bite of a cookie or forget to take that progress picture or you don't get your gallon of water or your 2 workouts in, you have to start over from day 1. With that said, guys, it's relative as well. You can taper this program to be for you at any level of fitness or any level of activity that you find yourself in right now. If you need to start with walks for 45 minutes and a HIIT workout or a lifting workout and a walk every single day, or 2 walks to start out, those are things that you can do as you work towards becoming a more fit and more healthy person. Guys, that's one of the biggest and best programs out there, in my opinion. There's a ton of people that have completed it, including people that have been pregnant, people with injuries, people with who have been paralyzed in the past. There's a huge variety of people who have been able to complete this. So there's really no one that I can think of off the top of my head who would want to do this and not be able to. Now, that's the first one, guys. Number 2, the very challenging thing that I look to do in my life and in 2023 for myself is going to be on October 23rd. I will be traveling to Missouri to compete in the Katy Trail 225. This is a 225-mile ultramarathon that follows the Katy Trail in Missouri. You've got a 96-hour window to complete this race. It's going to be largely self-supported, even though I'm allowed a pacer and a crew. However, it's going to be something with 15 to 30 mile increments between the aid stations. So it's going to be very challenging to have a pacer and a crew for every single aspect of this race. I'll release a podcast answering a lot of questions about that and really diving into the training plan and what the structure of that race looks like. But that is the other huge thing that I'm going to try to take on in 2023, that 225-mile ultramarathon. Furthest I've gone so far is 100 miles, so this is going to be a huge jump. It's going to be a crazy training schedule, but I do have 10 months to prepare for it, and I'm going to hit it with everything I've got. Now, you might be looking at those 2 goals that I set for myself and thinking that they're pretty lofty, and they're pretty challenging things, guys. I'm not going to lie. They're a little bit intimidating, but like I said, I plan to hit them full steam ahead and get after it. But know that on that topic of things being relative and these goals needing to be relative to you, know that you don't have to go out and set these crazy, insane, time-consuming goals like that. Your goals should be something that pushes you. It should require a time investment so that you truly learn to care about what you're doing and that you put in the effort on a daily basis on this deal. But in fitness, guys, your goals might look like starting walking or doing a 5K or a half marathon or even a marathon or maybe one of these ultra marathons. But It could also look like just starting to go to the gym 3 to 5 times a week, guys. It could also look like changing your diet to help lose some weight, to just start improving your life and living more of the life that you want to live, seeing more of the person that you want to see in the mirror looking back at you every single day. Guys, it could be in finance as well, like we mentioned earlier. It could be looking to pay off that debt that you found yourself in. It could be looking to start investing or start that business that you've talked about doing for years and years. Guys, it could even be looking to buy a new house or buy a new car or make one of those purchases that you really need to move your life in a positive direction. It could be within your career, guys, these changes and these goals you set for yourself for 2023. These challenging and hard things could be going after that next promotion. It could be completely changing your career as a whole and moving away from a company that's no longer serving a positive purpose in your life. It could just be something as simple as setting boundaries between your personal life and career and where they cross over within each other. Then, guys, lastly, one of the big challenges in your life for 2023 could be associated with the friends and the organizations that you're a part of. It could be leaving some of the friends behind that no longer work with the lifestyle that you're looking to have. It could be looking to gain more friends that are conducive to that lifestyle that you want. Next, guys, it could be getting involved in an organization that you've always thought about getting involved in, or one that inspires you to do things that help other people. It could also be maybe stepping away from an organization that has started to have a negative draw and kind of started to have a vampiric relationship, kind of a energy vampire type relationship on your life. And it's been something that isn't serving you anymore. So those are all huge changes, and those are all very hard and challenging things to try to do in 2023. But like we said last week, whenever I did that podcast with Mr. Billy Pitts, my dad, everything in life is hard, guys. Making these changes and doing these positive things is very hard, but so is staying the same exact person you are. So is being unhealthy and having to take medications or struggling to get up and just walk up the stairs every day. So is being broke. So is stretching yourself far too thin with your friends and organizations and doing things that aren't conducive to you being successful or developing yourself personally. Those are all very hard things, guys, but you have to choose your hard. And guys, we know that 2022 just came to a close. 2023 is on the horizon, staring us in the face, and if it goes anything like 2022, it's probably going to fly by just as fast, guys. We're going to be looking down the road in about 11 months saying, wow, I don't know where the time went. How are we already done with 2023? It's Christmas again. It's New Year's again. And we'll be looking at 2024 to be the year that we either start this process finally because we pushed it off, or 2024 to be the year that we build upon the foundation that we've laid for ourselves with the past successes of 2023. Now, that's the huge question for you guys. Which is it going to be for your life? Are you going to be looking to just start things at the end of the year, or are you going to actually set the goals for yourself? Are you going to work and challenge yourself in big ways, guys, every single day, chipping away and working towards your goals in 2023 so that you can move forward with your life and accelerate your life to being where you want it to end up next year? And guys, I know with that where I want to end up. I'm going to continue to challenge myself. I know where you would rather be. I know you would rather challenge yourself and move your life in a positive direction and be that much closer to living the life that you want to live. So guys, with that, none of this is possible unless you take the absolute and most important first step. Guys, have the courage, challenge yourself, step out of your comfort zone, and go after your goals. Attack them like your life depends on it, because it does. And if I can help in any way, guys, I am just one DM away on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, at Next in Line Development, and I'm always happy to help. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the podcast. Make sure you're sharing the show if you got value out of this episode. Go back and check out the interviews from last year and some of those awesome episodes that we dropped over the past year if you're brand new to the show. Guys, also, if you are interested in taking on that 75 Hard Challenge on January 16th with Michael and myself, don't hesitate to reach out and message me today. I will hold you accountable. I will check in with you on the daily, and I'll do whatever it takes, guys, to help you become successful in your personal development journey. So guys, shoot me a DM and let's get this thing rolling right now. But guys, always be prepared for whatever is next in line.